Here's what I know about the NFL, BT. Teams that ultimately turn into Super Bowl viable teams have a guy. And I'm talking about an offensive line because you got to have an offense. I'm not discounting the importance of offensive linemen. I'm not even discounting the importance of a quarterback because you have to have a pretty good quarterback. But teams that ultimately go far in the NFL have a guy that you look to and you say, I am scared as you know what of this dude, right? Think about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady, yes, of course. You look at Mike Evans. You look at Rob Gronkowski. You look at even Leonard Fournette in some of these postseason games. You're like, I am terrified of what this player is going to do to me. And so I look at this Jets team right now. You're right. They've spent a lot of time in free agency and doing some really good things in free agency, getting some depth, and maybe even finding some starters there. Lincoln Tomlinson, their right guard, I think is a huge pickup for this Jet squad. But think about who is the guy that just scares the crap out of you skill position wise. And there isn't one. I mean, it was supposed to be Corey Davis to an extent. It kind of didn't pan out that way.
What about Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore could be, but he's young and we don't know. We haven't seen it. Like we haven't seen him be Justin Jefferson, right? Or Terrace, or not even Terrace Marshall. What's the other kid from LSU? Both of them were back-to-back rookies of the year.
Terrace Marshall.
So we haven't seen that yet from Elijah Moore. There's a kid who nobody knows about because he played on the West Coast at USC, and nobody was watching them play because they stunk this year.
They're rough.
They were a rough team. But this kid, Drake London, who we talked about yesterday, is quickly rising up the draft boards. And the reason is because he caught for over 1,000 yards last year, 88 receptions, 1,084 yards. He had 7 touchdowns, and then he had an injury. He broke his ankle at the end of the year. But, I mean, he could have had a 1,300-yard season maybe last year. And when you think about what the Jets really need, they need a guy who is terrifying to defensive coordinators. At 6'5", this kid is 6'5". He's 220 pounds.
Yep.
You're going to be. The Jets haven't had a guy like this. I almost said we again. The Jets haven't had a guy like this. BT.
Closet Jets fan, huh?
You're making me since Keyshawn Johnson. I'm just getting increasingly interested in finding that splash where you're scaring the hell out of me player for the New York Jets, especially because they've done so well in free agency.
Okay. So I could get behind this with a lot of energy conceptually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ready to denounce the player. I like London. He's big.
Yep.
6'5", 210.
Yep.
You gave the stats and all that stuff. But why not go with the guy that you've already seen do it on Sundays in DK Metcalf? Why not trade for Metcalf?
I know you love DK.
Why wouldn't you? The dude plays every Sunday. He's 6'5", 4'3", 40, absolute beast, only getting better. I mean, red zone target, take the top off, all the other, football scout expressions. He's got fluid hips.
Yeah.
He's got this, he's got that. And all of a sudden, you maintain most of your draft equity, or at least a good part of it, and you already know that Metcalf is a star.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that London's not going to be a star, but you don't know for sure.
So you're giving
You
up.
just don't know.
So you would give up that 4.
No way. I'd give up number 10.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up 4.
But I think the Seahawks know what you need.
Wow, but then the Seahawks go scratch.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
I'd give up number 10, and I would do whatever I've got to do at number 4. And what I really would do, and I told you this, I would take 4. I would trade down. I would recoup a little equity. Mm-hmm. I would take the quarterback from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, next year's defense.
Gardner.
What's that?
Gardner.
Oh, yeah, Gardner Sauce. 6'3". Again, the numbers are the numbers. But if I did something like that, I've got a 6'3", again, theoretical shutdown corner, as much as you could be a shutdown corner in the year 2022. Yeah. I get that. But a shutdown corner.
It's a lot of scheme.
Lawson coming back. Couple of mid-20 safeties that they brought back, from other teams, winning teams, by the way.
That's
right. And all of a sudden we go from there. You unleash Quentin Williams, some other guys that we kind of like, obviously Bryce Hall, and you just keep attacking the offense. So you fill the void that they don't have. I get it. You need a matchup nightmare.
Yes.
I get that. But go get Metcalf. I know we can do it.
Okay, if you can go get Metcalf, I would say 100%, but that's not a guarantee because I don't know.
Neither is London as a performer.
Yes, but he's there. He's available. He's gettable for you if you're the New York Jets. And think about this: all of these teams that have won championships, from Tom Brady to to the Buccaneers with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, or even look at last year with the Rams. Right, Cooper Kupp was just this amazing wide receiver. You even go back to the Patrick Mahomes. It's Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. All of these teams, yes, they have good quarterbacks. And we got to just hope. You got to hope that Zach Wilson runs into this trajectory of being a good quarterback. But all of these good quarterbacks, they have a stud. Like, they have somebody you're just fearful of.
Uh-huh. No, I get that.
Even if you go back to the Giants with Eli, I mean, when Plexico Burress was on his game, you couldn't stop him.
I hear you.
Dude had basically a power forward's wingspan. He'd go catch every high ball. All those 50-50 ones were there for the taking. And so I think about what the Jets really need. Yes, they need an impact defensive player. I've been saying that since we even started talking about the draft for the Jets. They can get that guy because they have 2 top 10 picks. If Drake London is available, to me, he's going to be available at 4. He's 100% going to be available. He's turned into one of the most interesting prospects coming out of college in a while at the wide receiver position.
Here we go.
So
the prospects,
I would take
the projections.
He's just big.
The career arc, the trajectory. Let me ask you a question. And again, I'm not
he's
disagreeing.
He's tough as hell.
I'm not
physical.
disagreeing.
He wants to run over people.
I love that.
I love that mentality.
I'm not ruling it out. But why? And this is what scares me.
Yeah.
All right. Why, when we started the show in January, we weren't talking about Drake. Drake London has not taken a meaningful snap.
I hadn't seen him.
He has not, but the other pundits have.
Yeah.
He has not taken a snap since we started the show. So all of a sudden, he's just, boom, he's soaring up the draft board. Why? Because Mel Kiper's telling us that he's going to be great?
No.
I mean, why?
And by the way,
what has he done since the season ended?
You go look at him. That's what you do.
But we looked at him in December. Nobody had him 4.
Yeah,
nobody had him 5. Nobody had him 10.
But they're not thinking about the evaluation process. It's long. It's lengthy.
It's a 4.6 40.
Okay,
4.55.
You know what I ran the 40 in?
What?
4.58. VT.
But you ran that at the combine. That's not what you ran at your pro day.
Okay, but I'm also not
big difference.
I'm also not 6'5" and 210, 15 pounds.
Yeah, no, I got
right?
you.
So
I got you on that.
I'm less concerned about the 40.
It's not. Thanks, buddy.
It's not an indicator of athleticism. What I know is that this kid, when he was healthy, because he got hurt at the end of the last year, he had an ankle injury. When he was healthy, he was unstoppable. Like, it didn't matter what defenses tried to do to him. You go back and watch the film on him. He was unstoppable, Drake London. And
got a cramp in my hamstring.
You're getting excited. That's why
my hamstring is actually twitching.
You're getting excited.
What is going on? Why is my hamstring
I got
twitching?
you gassed up. That's what it is.
Holy hell, I haven't even moved and my hamstring is actually twitching.
I'm just looking at the Jets.
What the heck?
And I'm saying, what do you need?
From the wiffle ball yesterday.
That's right. What do you need? You need an impact dude that people are scared of.
You know what we really need?
What's that?
Need Zach Wilson to be the guy, and we need Denzel Mims to get his head out of his behind. So, you know what? Have we officially given up on Denzel Mims?
I mean,
because he's the big guy that Drake. I know he's not quite 6'5",
true,
but he's 6'3".
He should be that guy.
But have we given up on him? You tell me, football man, football player.
Again,
are we giving up on Denzel Mims?
I don't know what happened last year, but it happened immediately, and that's when a new regime comes in, and it's immediate. They just were like, all right, you're whatever. When they whatever you, from the first week of camp, it's like, huh?
That does
kind of. He got a whatever.
Establish some parameters.
That's right.
Of
he got a whatever.
How much they want you.
Exactly, from the New York Jets last season. That's scary to me, BT. So am I giving up on him? No. But if that evaluation this offseason is, and Denzel Mims not our guy, you got to go replace him with someone else. And to me, Drake London's that kid.
All right, 10-12 here, the Fan Tiki and Tierney Show live inside our Town Fair Tire studio. Our friends over at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. No, it's crazy. Again, you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. And I use the word just conceptually. I can get behind that. With a lot of energy. You are right.
Yeah.
I mean, in my entire lifetime, hell, if Beningo was still doing the show, he wouldn't even, and he's been watching the Jets 20-plus years more than we have been. He couldn't even come up with a guy that fit the description of a London type.
Yeah.
Because the Jets' all-time best receivers, Maynard, may he rest in peace.
Yep.
His last game was 1972, smallish.
Yeah.
Wesley Walker, all right, who I love. Last game was in 1989, but he was a take-the-top-off kind of guy. All-time third receiver, this is yardage, Crabette. Love Crabette, but an overachiever and smallish. Tough as nails, but not that guy that you're describing.
That's right.
Al Toon was en route to being that guy. Concussions, boom. Last game, 92. I mean, when we're pumping boys to men, that's when Al Toon was playing. Lavertius Cole, I like Coles. I've got a lot of respect.
Yeah, I do too.
Coles is our fifth best all-time receiver.
That's right.
Fifth. He hasn't played in almost 15 years for the Jets. They need to mix this up. There is no doubt. But I don't know if I could get behind Drake London at 4, dude. I don't know. Maybe other Jet fans can. I don't know if I can.